What's going on, Nerd Nation? It's your boy Sleevecard, and today, guys, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. And that is, in the last, I would say, 2-3 weeks, I've been working on my own little project here. And I wanted to kind of show it off to you guys, get some opinion, get some feedback. I know it's not perfect, it's kind of rough, but I have started to attempt to possibly make my own Pokemon game. So I wanted to kind of show off. I've gotten the starting town, I've got like Route 1 done, so I wanted to show you guys what I've gotten done today, bounce some ideas off you guys, get some feedback, because you guys are all in this community with me, so I wanted to kind of see what you guys see, feel what you guys feel. But with that being said, guys, here we are, obviously in our starting house. I will walk around the town, I'm going to interact with some things, so you guys can kind of check that out. I'm just going to kind of talk and bounce some ideas off you. I will say that I've disabled some of the events, so you're not going to see, like, Mom today, you're not going to see the professors today, you're not going to see starting Pokemon, stuff like that, just because I didn't want to get, like, bogged down in a bunch of scripting things, while I was kind of showing you guys what I have. But, let me hop right here, I'm going to sit behind my, a game console real quick. But we are going to check out the starting town today. So welcome to Arbordale town. I had the hardest time saying my own fake town name. It's Arbordale town as our starting town. Obviously, we're in our starting room right now. And kind of the story behind this is we are in Celestia Village, not Celestia region. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like fumbling over my own words. Not really doing a great job presenting this to you guys. We're in the Celestia region, obviously in the Arbordale town, and the story kind of takes place where a war broke out a couple years ago between the Pokemon world government and kind of like an evil team. It doesn't really matter, evil team's gone, all that good stuff, but a couple years have passed, and we are going to be like the first generation of trainers allowed out and about to take on the Pokemon League Challenge since all this has gone down. And you do take the shoes of the son of the former champion of the region. The champion was lost during the war, so that's kind of sad, but we are his son, so there's kind of expectations to fill. I'm just going to interact with some stuff while I'm chatting with you guys. But today, like I said, we are going to check out the town. Obviously, Mom is not here, or she would be right here. But no Mom, but we do have our buddy Cubone, kind of like some lesser families have Mr. Mime. We've got Cubone. So let's head on outside. See? Arbordale town. So there's our house, of course. Let's see. Check out some of this stuff later. I've already got set so I can interact with some of the people. What's he talking about? Oh, we do have new professors. Professor Cedar. So obviously keeping in line with the tree names, we do have Professor Cedar. He's worked for Professor Oak. Blah, blah, blah. We are in Arbordale town, the town of fresh air and fresh adventure. So you see, it's not a huge map, obviously for a starter town. There might be a few more buildings, I think, in most starter towns, so we'll check them all out. So we've got, obviously, the lab, we've got a building down here, we've got two here. These do have some importance, so this one is Isabel's house. Isabel is kind of our rival, kind of our friend, so you know how there's always like a main friend, or a main rival rather, and then one that's kind of like your supporting buddy rival in recent games. She's like the Bianca of our game. So we will have to encounter her a couple times, obviously, but she's not going to be our primary rival. But don't worry, we do have a main rival that is quite a bit more competitive, or at least I'm envisioning them being a lot more competitive. Let's see, having a gym leader for a father and sister. Oh yeah, so Isabel, the main thing with Isabel is that she has a gym leader for a father, a gym leader for a sister, so she kind of has to live up to a lot of like family expectations, and she gives her some confidence issues. Speaking of gym leader fathers, let me head over here. This is her father, so it's the good old Lt.Surge is operating as her papa. Let's head up, we'll check out her room real quick. So we've got, obviously, kind of bland little room. One of the details I personally wanted to add, because I thought it would be cool, is I put in the gym statues from father's gym and her sister's gym. So obviously, let's see, we've got Vermilion City Pokemon Gym. Yeah, so this is her father's, Lt.Surge, the Lightning American. And then we have, I think, yeah, this is her sister's. So, her sister, I'm kind of planning on being like the second, possibly third gym leader. I'm not 100% sure yet. But it is Sienna, and she's going to be a fairy-type gym leader, so we'll see how that kind of pans out. This is a little different because I'm using Pokemon Essentials, and I'm sure you guys have seen a ton of Pokemon Essential, like, not ROM hacks, but you've seen like a ton of Pokemon Essential made games like this. But it's a little different because Pokemon Essentials does not natively have the fairy type in it, so I have to go back in, and I haven't done it yet, but I have to go back in and add the fairy type in, just for this gym leader, really. And then we have Tristan's house. Tristan, of course, is going to be our primary rival, so he's going to be more in line of the Blues, the Sharons, the things like that. Sharon? I don't know. But let's see. He's messy, he's a good boy. Yeah. He doesn't have quite the same lineage, so we don't have to worry about that. His parents are pretty much just like, he's all over the place, keep an eye on him, he's kind of crazy. Alright, so I tried to make his room a little messy because, I don't know, I just thought it'd add a little personality. So we've got knocked over trees, we've got books everywhere, we've got stuff akimbo and askew, to use my big boy words. So he's going to be our primary rival. Obviously a bit more of a chip on his shoulder. One, like I said, one's going to have like the self-confidence, oh, you know, I want to find my own way in the world without being overshadowed. This one's going to be, I want to find my way in the world and screw all you guys, I guess. So there's our rivals. Obviously this will lead out to Route 1. I will show you guys the lab, and I guess, I don't know, I guess I can show you the other house too. I don't know that there's, or I do know, I almost said I don't know, but I do know there's nothing super exciting in there. Let's see. Yep, this is me. I'm the son of our lost champion. The first, oh yeah, and the whole thing is there hasn't been professor, that's the word. I was like, I don't know why, I was thinking champion. But there hasn't been a professor in the region before. So this is like a brand new thing, having the professor here. Oh, and I thought this would be just kind of funny if you find out that this was just like a giant wooded area, and then for the first champion, Lieutenant Surge and Dad had like a huge fight, and the aftermath of said fight kind of blew up the entire area. Oh yeah, I can pick up a Pokédex. It doesn't really do anything, so I can't show you anything in the Pokédex. I just kind of programmed it in so I could mess around with it, I guess. So I'm kind of nervous about this, guys. Like I said, it's my first time doing anything like this. I've never coded a game before. I'm actually learning Pokemon Essentials and RPG Maker, which is the software running this, as I go. So I'm kind of at a lot of trial and error. I'm even having errors saying error. But that's where you guys come in. So what I want to do is I want to upload videos maybe every couple weeks and just solicit your guys' opinion and kind of build the game with you guys. So you guys will, I guess I'll be the programmer, and you guys will be like my quality control. I don't remember what this. Did you know you can see a Pokemon's potential by looking at markings next to its stats? Oh yeah. I actually I don't know why this one was like one of the first things I programmed in, and I forgot to tell you about it. Or I wasn't going to mention it, but I forgot about it. What did she say? Oh, this is the house. I felt like I had to program this house in because every Pokemon game has that, conversations like, Pokemon are amazing, aren't they? So this literally, the title of this map in RPG Maker is Pokemon are amazing house. But this little thing here, let me show you real quick. So, one of the unique things I wanted to do to this game, and one of the ideas I want to bounce off you guys, let me pull up my Pokemon real quick. I do have one Pokemon on my team. It is a Gengar, which I guess will segue into a couple different conversations. So, I put markings to show the IVs on Gengar. And I'll show you a couple other things while I'm in here too. Ignore this level 10 met at level 50 business. That's because when I added him on, it was at level 50, but then I needed to test some things out, so I lowered his level, kind of like in debug mode, to level 10. Where's the OT at this? Okay, all the way back to the beginning. So one of the things I wanted to ask you guys is, obviously every game has like in-game trades, but I didn't want to do a straight-up in-game trade, just to kind of make it a little more unique. So what I was thinking is you kind of collect like trainer cards, and you can go trade them into a guy at one of the main village or main cities and get signature Pokemon. So this here actually is not just Gengar, but it's Morty's Gengar. So you can see original trainer Morty. I thought it would just be a unique thing, so I had a couple ideas like Morty's Gengar, Claire's Kingdra, I was going to do like Ash's Krabby, stuff like that, just to kind of like mix it up a little bit so you'd actually get original trainer like signature Pokemon, as opposed to like, let me go catch a Zigzagoon and trade it for a Machop, those kind of things. So there's that. So this right here, this is what they were talking about, or what that person was talking about. So the markings next to the stats, if you look next to the stats, there's stars, and I found this really cool script. I didn't make the script, but I found a really cool script online that let me program in these stars that correlate to what their IVs are. So for example, if you're looking at this Gengar here, the HP through the speed, everything but the special attack, is like a 1 through 29 on the IVs. There's an empty set one where it's just like an empty star that is 0. There's a small yellow one that is 30, and then this big one, like on the special attack, is 31 IVs. So you can kind of quick look and see where their IVs are. Now, one of the other things I think you might notice on this screen is this ability. So I have an idea, and like I said, all these come back to what do you guys think. I have an idea that each line is going to have a mastery ability and a mastery move, and that's what I'm just kind of calling them roughly. And what that means is when you complete certain things, so for example, I haven't determined 100% what they're going to be yet, but let's say, oh, I've bred 20 Ekans, I've leveled them up, I've evolved them, I've done all this stuff. Once I hit certain milestones, I prove that I can like master a species. You'll have the ability to go to a certain move tutor and teach them their mastery ability and their mastery move per line here. So for Gengar, his mastery ability is going to be Vapor Form. The reason I dropped him to 10 is so I could go test this. So that's the reason I dropped him down to 10, so I could test the ability and the move. I'll show you in a second. But it's Vapor Form, so he's actually immune to contact moves, which I feel like A is overpowered. I'll admit it, that's overpowered. It's better than Levitate for sure. So there's a lot of moves that it now cannot be hit by. And then, of course, we have its moves. So Shadow Ball, of course, Dark Pulse, of course. Then these other two moves I'll show you. I'm going to go down and show you Thunderclap first. So Thunderclap is a TM I was working on. A sound-based move, 70 power, and it can confuse. So just like an interesting TM, so let me know what you guys think about that. I'm not really going to show you guys these in battle because I have to make animations for them first. So they just kind of like do like a generic, I guess, tackle animation right now. And then for a mastery move, Gengar here is going to learn Haunt. And essentially it is a ghost type version of Tri-Attack, and that's literally how I have posed it to anyone I've asked their opinion on, is what would you think about a ghost type Tri-Attack? The only difference is instead of 20%, I upped it to 30% just to kind of make it a little more interesting. So, let me know what you guys think. This is our mastery abilities and mastery moves. That's pretty much everything for our town. Like I said, you can go check out different things. I'll run out to Route 1. Okay, I always say Route we're going to Route 1, just kind of like let you guys check it out real quick. It's nothing too exciting. Route 1 leads up to Fern Drop Village, which I haven't built yet, but it does exist. Those cut bushes, of course, will lead to another area. You've got your kind of like obligatory ledges. Let me see if I can get through this real quick. And I've already had encounters, as you can tell. So I wasn't sure I was going to show you all this stuff, but let's see. Center it. I'm going to see if I can just get away from this. Mostly because there's nothing we can do. This right here. If you guys are wondering about this, so I've got Brock and I've got a Deoxys. And that's because I made this into like a little zip thing and sent it to a friend so he could look at it. And I made Deoxys as like an encyclopedia. So you can look at you can look at Deoxys and he'll literally tell you everything I've worked on. Just so my friend had reference stuff, so it was like characters, moves, the story, blah blah blah. And then Brock is just kind of exists to tell you your demo's over. And then when I was completely done, I was gonna let my friend battle him. But we're not there yet. What else? She gives you an item. He tells you how to jump off ledges, and the next person down, pretty much this guy at the very bottom there, is a trainer for you to battle. But there you guys have it. I don't want to tie you guys up too much, but my main question for you guys, because I want to end all these on a main question. Hey, what do you guys think so far about the layout? There's, like I said, you've seen Route 1, you've seen the starting town. What do you guys think about the layout? What do you guys think about mastery moves and mastery abilities? That's my main question. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And overall, I'm excited to work on this game with you guys. If I'm a little rambly, it's because I don't 100% know all the cool stuff I want to show you, all the cool stuff I still want to add in. I've only touched the tip of the iceberg, honestly, guys. I've got a lot more to add, a lot more ideas I want to work on, obviously coding ability permitting. But let me know down below, guys, first off, what you think about these mastery abilities, mastery moves. Good idea, bad idea, too overpowered, should I tamp it down a bit, should I ramp it up a bit? But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. It's your boy Sleevecard, signing out. Of course, as always, guys, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Spread the love, because every eyeball on this helps me get a little closer to completing this and making a better game that we can all kind of share and have fun with. But like I said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Have yourselves a beautiful day, and I will see you later.